What's up, everybody? AJ Chin here with Phenomenal Homes. I've been getting a ton of questions lately on mortgage rates. They're at an all-time low. It seems like there's a new all-time low every day. So for those folks that already own a house, the question about refinancing might start to pop in your head. You may start to consider this. So, there are a lot of different factors in deciding if you want to refinance or not, whether that makes sense for you. So I wanted to address this topic today, and if you're thinking about refinancing, hopefully this helps you out. The most common reason, not surprisingly, to refinance is to get a better interest rate. So if you bought a house 4 or 5 years ago, 10 years ago, just because the conditions of the economy, rates were much higher back then. So if you can get a significantly lower rate, say you're at 5% now and you can cut that in half, go down to 2.5%. That can either help you accomplish the goal of lowering your monthly mortgage payment. It could help you pay off your house faster if you want to continue to pay the same monthly payment but be able to pay off your mortgage quicker. It really depends on what your goal is. And that's the goal here, not just to refinance just to get that lower rate, but having a specific goal in mind. Because again, really important to keep in mind, refinancing is not free. It does cost you a pretty penny to refinance with the lender. There's origination fees, appraisal, different title fees. A lot of the same fees that you have when you buy or sell a house come along with refinancing. So you really want to make it worth your time if you do decide to do it. So a scenario in which it doesn't quite make as much sense to refinance is if you're not going to be getting that huge reduction in interest rates. Say you bought a house 3 years ago and your interest rate's about 3.5% now, and you're only going to bring that down to 2.5%. Now, that is going to save you a little bit of money in the long run, but it might not make sense for you unless you're planning on being around for a long time in that house. If you're wanting to do this refinance to save only a percentage on your interest rate, and you're only going to be there for a few years, then you're actually going to lose money in this process. So it doesn't quite make sense for you here. Another big reason that folks want to do refinances is to actually pull some money out of their house. So if you've got a lot of equity, so today your house is worth a lot more than what you owe, you have a big chunk of equity, and you want to be able to refinance and be able to cash out on some of that equity in order to use it for something else. This is a good opportunity to pay off any consumer debt that you have if you owe money on any sort of credit cards or vehicles, or if you bought a boat a few years ago and you're kind of regretting that decision now, or if you're wanting to put some more money back into your house, you want to do some remodeling, or heck, even if you want to eventually take a vacation or pull out some money for your kids' college fund, whatever reason you might have to pull out some money, refinancing is the opportunity to do that. And with interest rates being so low, it could actually end up saving you a lot of money in the long run as well. So now again, this refinancing your house is a very highly personalized situation. It doesn't always make sense, but it could make sense for you. So if you have any questions about the refinance process, if you want to understand whether it makes sense for you or not, or if you'd like us to connect you with a local professional that can help you out, we have some really great people that we work with. We're actually refinancing our house right now. We want to capitalize on this low rate, and we want to take out a little bit of money to be able to purchase some other houses in the area. So if there's anything in the world we can do for you, reach out. And remember, we've only got one life. Make it phenomenal.